Hey guys, we're back again, and in this video, we'll be giving you major filming updates on the second season of NCIS Hawaii. With the original series airing for over 2 decades, and its 3 spin-offs underway, it's really fascinating how NCIS has managed to retain its audience for so long. But we're here to talk about the Hawaii spin-off, and its much-awaited Season 2. Let's begin. First off, we'll talk about Jason Antoon's revelation about the upcoming season of the NCIS spin-off series. Despite some reservations about yet another NCIS spin-off hitting the airwaves, Hawaii was a major hit for CBS in its debut season. The newest NCIS spin-off quickly found an audience and was renewed for a second season. Each episode attracted at least 7 to 8 million people globally, and fans are eagerly anticipating Jane Tennant and the team's upcoming missions. This version of the NCIS squad is based at the Pearl Harbor field office, and the show is shot on location in and around Honolulu. With the heavily awaited sequel to NCIS Hawaii due to premiere in the fall, primary cast member Jason Antoon announced on his personal Instagram account that production will begin soon. This was a week ago, which means production has probably begun by now, and we couldn't be more excited. Jason announced that he was heading to Hawaii last week to begin production on Season 2 of NCIS's most popular spin-off, NCIS Hawaii. He shared a photo of the drink he was having on his flight on Instagram stories. He put the classic music Aloha Oi over the story to get into the Hawaiian spirit and captioned the picture, "Guava juice to start the journey of Season 2. Hey, Jason, please learn to share. You can't just post a picture of a mouth-watering drink and expect us to not want some." The cast has been enjoying a well-deserved breather since the first season of NCIS Hawaii wrapped in March of this year. But it's about time the break ended and Yasmin Al-Basmani, Vanessa, and the rest of the cast joined the Ernie star in Hawaii to begin filming. And since Vanessa Lachey has already moved to Hawaii with her husband and 3 children, she'd have no problem jumping back into shooting. This season is set to premiere on Monday, September 19th, so there's only a little time left until you eager fans get your much-needed dose of this addictive drug. And now, moving on to the official start of production. The production for the second season of CBS's NCIS Hawaii officially began filming in Oahu with a customary Hawaiian blessing focusing on Hana Haui. Hana Hou, a Hawaiian phrase that means work afresh and try again. In addition to the series creators and crew, NCIS Hawaii actors Vanessa Lachey, Alex Tarrant, Noah Mills, and Jason Antoon attended the ceremony. The second season's blessing, officiated by Kahu Cordell Kakoa, features the traditional greeting chant and closing prayer. The blessing ritual took place on Monday before filming began. Sounds like so much fun! We wish we could be part of the crew. Do you think they're looking for water boys and water girls? So let's talk about the Christopher Silber and Don Belisario feud next. Despite the fact that the show has become a beloved addition to the NCIS flagship, co-creator Christopher Silber recently said that returning to the franchise was a difficult decision for him. You know what that means, don't you? That means we get to talk about spicy old people drama. Since the original series has been going on since the beginning of time, there have been so many writers working on the script that it's hard to keep track of all of them. Seriously guys, the show was originally written for the dinosaurs. That's how long it's been airing. But having so many different writers also means all the more personality clashes, and that is exactly what happened between Christopher Silber, a newer scriptwriter for the show, and Don Belisario, the creator of the original NCIS series. Silber recently admitted that every day working under Don, he was wondering when he'd be let off from the project. The pressure was the result of warnings people who'd previously worked under Don had given to Chris. According to him, they told him, "Chris, this is not a man you want to work for. It is a horrible, horrible place to work. You don't want to do it." And Chris, being the risk taker he is, decided to not heed their warnings. And where did that get him? Fired and out of work. That's where. After Season 3, he claims that Don didn't tell anyone what was going to happen. Would they be asked to work on another season? Would there be another season? Everyone was left in the dark, and it was because Don wanted it that way. And then all the writers were given a test script to write, which Silber apparently failed because he didn't understand the show. And then, yeah, he was fired. But then his friend, Mark Hammond, who plays Leroy Gibbs, had a month-long argument with Belisario because Don Belisario had a dictatorial way of management, and Mark needed flexibility. You can guess what happened next. CBS decided they could live without the chaotic Don, but the show couldn't go on without the most loved lead character, so they removed him from the project. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how this spin-off series came to be. Well, part of the reason at least. Silber rejoined the NCIS family as a creator for Hawaii while also being a scriptwriter. And it turns out that Silber's return has really paid off, because as you already know, Hawaii was a complete hit. Sounds like a big slap to Don's face, wouldn't you agree? Now, in other related news. Katrina Law is set to star in a new horror movie that's described as absolutely bananas. Year 2, dubbed The Purge with werewolves Werewolves is a wild and insane tale written by Matthew Kennedy about the return of a supermoon that transformed everybody kissed by moonlight into a werewolf just a year ago. Dr. Amy Chen, played by Katrina Law, is a bright geneticist who embarks on a risky adventure with scientist Wesley Marshall to save loved ones in a time crunch. The movie is directed by Stephen C. Miller and features other great actors including Sam Daly as Walter, Bette Zeta Landon as Dr. Vasquez, and Lydia Stisslinger as Reagan. We're down for any and every horror movie, and one about werewolves and other mythical creatures is definitely a must-watch. We hope this one has a practical-looking, but not a super ugly, werewolf, and the animations are realistic. Fingers crossed! Also, did you know that Timothy McGee, the current longest-running full-time character in NCIS, was supposed to only show up for one episode at first? While fans couldn't envision NCIS without McGee, the actor was presented as a guest star at first. McGee was introduced as an extra for the other officers to have fun and make jokes with for one episode. The actor behind the character, Sean Murray, explained in a recent interview that he wasn't brought back on set until the runtime of an episode had to be stretched. Murray went on to say that the filmmakers chose to bring back McGee to fill in the gaps and develop a mini-plot around him and agent Tony Donoso. In his words, "I came back, then from that point on, we started having just small McGee appearances through the first season there. But the appearances got bigger and bigger until McGee became a regular for the show. And now he's the oldest full-time actor on the show." Lastly, NCIS LA's Danielle Rua recently admitted how she and Eric Olsen first became friends. Daniela Rua posted a hilarious homage to her relationship with Eric Olsen on NCIS LA's Instagram. In a behind-the-scenes video, the duo informed fans about their first table read and explained the secret of their fun chemistry. Daniela revealed that this was her first time meeting the actor and she had no clue what to anticipate, so she opted to break the ice with a joke. So she went up to Eric and said that it says in the script that everyone's supposed to be tanned and muscled, and asked him what he was going to do about it. But what she didn't know was that Eric was just as sharp-tongued and witty, so when he replied, "They also told me you're gonna be good-looking, so I don't know what you're gonna do about it either," she never saw it coming. That's when Eric decided to take up the story, laughing to himself, and mockingly showed how Daniela shrieked in response to his quip. They both acknowledged that it was this type of talk that formed the foundation of their on-screen and off-screen relationship chemistry. Aren't they just the cutest? We love meet-cute stories, and this one definitely didn't disappoint. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited for the next season of NCIS Hawaii? Who do you side with in the Christopher and Dawn feud? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.